And now I should be good with sound. There we go. All right. Check, check. Cool. I can hear myself. There we go. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. I got this thing going. So far, so good. My computer sounds like an aircraft carrier taking off at the moment in time. I don't know how long it's going to allow me to do this, but I'm gonna have to get a I'm gonna have to fix this at some point because this is just not sustainable. All right, but anyway, we're good. So what I want to do now is we have the you know, I want to go on. I do have my session and queues are working. All right, Horizon is working, so we're able to get this thing going here. I do need to make sure if the queues are correct at this point. So I don't know if this will work. Oh, it does work. Cool. All right, so it sees all my queues correctly. There's no jobs, and there should be nothing to monitor. Yeah, these are in the general, which is what I expect. ID from string. Yeah. All right. So I think everything here is looking good. Yeah, this one failed because I don't know why. No, that should have failed because of the yeah, add account admin. So this is from the 4th. Okay, yeah, and from the 8th. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I'll have to watch that to see what's going on there. All right, we have our shared queue and our general queue. Okay, I think everything here is looking good. Pull up Table Plus real quick. Pull up Redis. Database, rebase, cache. Ooh. That's an interesting thing. Let's see something here. So if you didn't know, you can actually connect to Redis in Table Plus, which is awesome. And basically, it just looks like JSON strings here, or JSON data. Or whatever. So it's pretty easy to kind of just look through and kind of figure out what's going on and where you are and what's, you know, all the different data that you're seeing. So you can see these are a lot of this stuff is my Horizon stuff. Rebase, database queues. Rebase database queues default notify. So this is the name Rebase, whatever you're seeing here. That's the prefix. What I'm not seeing yet, which is here. So this is there's something going on here that's not right. So this DB1 what this looks like this should be, if I'm thinking about this correct, this should be the workspace version of, yeah, app domain models workspace 27. All right. Get workspace by slug. So this is like the cache key. Workspace.get by slug. But then it's throwing it into a key space of Redis database underscore rebase underscore cache, which that does not seem correct. So where is it getting that from? Let's check out the connection manager. I think this is where that's getting set. Cache prefix is the name underscore cache. Redis default database. So, all right, let's go back out here, all the way out. Let's give it something to actually look at. This page doesn't exist. But we can make it exist. So let's do that real quick. So let's go over here. I don't know where I am in there. No, don't log out. No, it's the rebase. Okay, so what is it? PHP artisan. Make controller. God, I don't even know what I'm making. Let's see. This is not shared, so this is going to be name and then folder and then not shared. All right, so name is view login, and the controller for this will be, or the folder is where? Oh, I already have it. View login. Never mind. So basically, I was just going to create this view login page. So this is not a shared component because it's shared, and it would be like the landlord, where workspace is the tenant. So this is something that's on the tenant. So you log in on an individual tenant, not on the thing. So we go to view login. Let's go to workspace in the routes. Here we go. Auth view login. Okay. Do I have that there? I thought that was there. Let's see what's going on. Oh, wait. Do I have... Let's look at our routes for a second. List. Ooh, I cannot read any of that. Workspace, auth. Okay, so it is finding it. Wait, why do I have two? Get login and get login. That's probably a problem. Oh, this is probably messing everything up. Oh, that might be messing things up. Okay, so that part works. You log in, so it's at least knowing. I know, it's that, but it's the. Doesn't look like it's finding the subdomain. Oh no, wait. This page is blank. It found it. All right, so since it found it, that means. I have to do that first. But I don't think there's any data here. Oh, it's going to get view. Yeah, there's just nothing there. All right, so it did find it. It's just there's nothing there. Let me. All right, that's good there. Go back over to where now? Where are we on? Now let's get over to our Yarn stuff or our JavaScript. So resources, JS, rebase, pages. I don't have a page for it, so that's where it's kind of like now. Okay, it seems to gets to this point and then it doesn't die, but it just yeah. So that runs. Okay, so it gets to this point, but then there's nothing for it to render. All right, get view, execute this. So now it's looking for a page at where? Basically a page somewhere in here. And I'm going to just grab. Now, which one should I take? Okay, so I just have to match the directory. So workspace auth and then the name. That's how this convention works. So that way I can just say get view. It knows where everything is in the system based on just the convention of like the controllers and the views just match directories. So workspace auth and then it would be under there. All right. Workspace, new file or new folder, auth. You log in. And it says please log in, and it dumps me to the same screen as before, which is good. I should be getting an error because I'm not passing a slug in, but that's not that big of a deal. All right, cool. So we're able to actually see some sort of data now. Obviously not the data we want, but it doesn't matter for the moment in time because I just wanted to get this page and see what what we're seeing here. So refresh, we can see our view. There was something in here that okay. Session attributes. That's just the session. Okay. Events, we can see cache hit. All right. Middleware, web, and workspace connection. So that means it's definitely connecting to the workspace database and it's getting everything that it needs to do. All right, cool. I feel like though the session isn't right. What is it about this that's telling me it's not correct right now? Everything looks okay. Maybe I'm crazy, but every time I look at, I don't know, this weird. Something feels off, and I don't know what that is. Oops, I just killed the chat screen by accident. This is right. Connects to everything. No, oh wait, there it is. Boom. So, all right, it's extremely verbose name, but so you can see that it's segmented by the, so this is a cache hit for get workspace by slug. Based on that, so the key changed now to the actual workspace you're in. So, all right, yeah. So the segmenting the cache and everything is working correctly because that's the ID for the particular workspace. So, okay, that seems to be good. Yeah, and then this one here, this original one, is for when you don't have a database. Like, so if you're not attached to a thing, that's where it goes. Which, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So everything there is actually looking good now. So now that I've seen this, I can see the actual workspace key right here. Then I know that it's actually correctly segmenting the session and all the other data that I need to into the correct spaces. All right, good. Whew, okay, that is a relief. That's the thing I was worried about a second ago. So everything there looks good. All right, well, now it's just the ability to actually log in and then do something based on your login. So I guess the first thing we'd have to do here on this page is then create an actual way of logging in. So it looks like configuration to the tenant is set. Wait, did I have to do, or I had originally seen a couple different things in here. Yeah, so this was the thing that, no, I don't need this right now. I don't think I need that. I already have that taken care of. All right, so cool, we're good there. Okay, so all that stuff is good. All right, so let's work on the login, I guess, then. Well, oh no, you know what? Do I want to play around with Laravel 8 right now? I think the answer is no, because if I do that, I'm going to get sucked down a rabbit hole, I think. So, and I've already kind of been rabbit holed today a few times. So I think we're going to ignore that, and I think the next good thing right now would just be to get our login working so we can actually log in. Well, okay, first time through you can't log in, so what I actually need you to do is send an email, get a token, and then log in via that token. So that's the first, I guess the next first step is that you register your account. Once everything has been, like, we've approved you, then you have to send an email saying, hey, log in the first time. You go there, you log in, you pass the token to the system, and that's where, excuse me, you enter your create your credentials, because you haven't created them yet. And this will, yeah, I think that's why this is a good thing to do now. All right, so then let's look at add account admin. Right, this was the, so basically here is where we create the user, and then we add that user, or we create the workspace and we add the user to the workspace. So the user gets added. So now I should be in the workspace. Right? Let's put that up real quick. So you see all the different databases I've created. Shared, open that guy. Workspaces, we should see, I think we were looking at test 1, 2, 3. So that's this one right here, which can, that's the, so I can go back to table plus. Here we go, that's our database. Users, boom, I'm there. Test at test.com, password is null, obviously. And then, all right, so I'm going to need some sort of, I don't want to use the remember token. So I'm probably going to want to create a new like first time through token that'll actually check that, like that there's some sort of first time. I guess I could use the verified, well, I could use the email verified at and the remember token together, but no, I'm going to create a separate field for this. So, and my thinking is that if there's any potential for the remember token to be abused later on, I don't want that to happen, where if for some reason you have yeah, I think what I'm going to do, because I want to save the token and the date that you originally logged in on the first time. So I think I want to keep that information. So I say, yeah, you initially created this website on thus and such date, and the first time you logged in was, 5 days later, let's say. So I create the token, and then the first time you logged in was, so I save that information separately. That'll just, I feel like that'll be a little bit, I don't know if it's safer necessarily, but it's just a kind of a different way of doing it. So I just want to make sure I have all that info, and I'm not like, losing it. And then I want to be able to keep the remember field and the verified at. I'll still use the verified at to actually say that you've actually verified this email now. But yeah, all right, let's do it that way. I think that those ramblings made sense to me. I don't know if they made sense to anybody else, but that's okay. All right, so where do we go about doing this? Although I guess the first thing we gotta do is, let's kill this out. Make my DB migration. Add, what is it? First time token to users. If I did it right, yeah, workspace, oops, not C's, workspace, yeah, add first time token to user thing. All right, so what will this token look like? That's a good question. So well, I guess it's definitely gonna be a string. So we're gonna say, yeah, it can be nullable, I think. What is the user nullable timestamp? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna call this first time token. So essentially what I'm doing here is I'm saying we're going to have a special token that gets generated and inserted into the database, kind of waiting for you. So you need that token and to pass that along. And if you, I guess the way I'll work it is if you don't have a password, so if you're null, so if your password is null, you can't log in anyway. So there's no way that we're going to allow that to log in. But basically there'll be some sort of check that you have a null password and your tokens match. And if the tokens match, then it takes you to the page to actually log you in. And if you don't have a first time login password, or if you don't have, yeah, so okay, gosh, so there's a couple of checks there to make sure that you have. One is, all right, is your password null? Have you never logged in before? And do you have this token? So that's basically the setup here. So if you go to any page, you try to log in, you just hit your username. So you like test@whatever.com, you hit enter. It's going to fail because it's going to say password required. If for some reason somebody were to be able to bypass that, it would say, well, okay, are they null? Their password's null. Okay, great. Do they have a token on the request? No. Okay, bail. If they come through the correct way, it would say, okay, do they have a password? No, it's null. Okay, does this token match? Yes, it does. Okay, have they ever logged in before? Which I don't know how that would even happen, but assume for a moment it could, or somebody could do something nefarious where they match tokens after the user is already logged in. Or even, I guess, if the user has just logged in once already, we don't want it. We want to make sure that we have that. No, you've already done this step already, so you should have a password. And if your password is null, I don't know what you did. So we'll have to, I guess I'll have to fight to, like, I'll have to stop that scenario too, where it's like, if you have one of these things or two of these things, or not all three of these things, or if you do have all three of these things. So there's going to be a bunch of different test cases, I think, that we're going to have to kind of come up with for these things. And I got to kind of think them through. But for right now, we can get the database at least created. I'm going to put this actually after. And then this is going to be after. So this will be after. And this will be after what? All right, after profile. Ooh, what a break there. Looks right to me. Oh, let's see here. All right. Always do the drops. Yeah. Why is it saying? Yeah, after another MySQL column. That's right. So why is this? Get rid of this. Maybe you can't move a timestamp. can. You just have to actually have the word after in there. All right. All right. So those two things are created. That's good. Kill out Horizon here. All right. DB migrate. Workspaces. All right, so that was just my little DB migration thing that actually ran through all of the various tenants I have, and it actually added this checkout. Oh, it added a checkout table, which is something I was playing around with too, and it also added the first time token. Cool. All right, yeah. All right, so that should be good. Now I should be able to go here, refresh, first time token, login. Awesome. All right. Now I gotta go back down and make sure I actually add in some sort of token on this at this point. All right, so account admin. First login. First time login token. I should just FTLT. I need to, I think I'm gonna just let's see here. What do we have available to us? I think I can go to the, I think I could use the hash function, or just, I don't want to make an MD5, but hash make, I think it's just hash make. Oh, look at this. We already got the warning, your documentation is old. All right. Like, hey, all this stuff is busted. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to do a hash on this. And what will we make the hash out of? I guess the email address is probably the best thing. All right, so now you get that. Cool. So yes, I have to do the same thing. So I have to now send another event out. So this other event is going to be here. This will be account ready. And what do we want? Obviously we want the name, we want their email address, and we want their first time login token. Oh, we're going to need, actually we'll need a couple things. So workspace to this. Name, email. I will need the yeah, this name is already pissing me off. So I think I'm going to be changing that shortly. But first time login token is grab their information. We grab that, and I need, so name, email I have. I'm going to need the, that's fine for this moment. Let me comment this out. I think you can just do event generate. Actually, if it's the, no, you got to go into the listeners. So and service provider. So instead of doing that, I can just say app. And that's where I want to do these two things. Send workspace created email. So, all right, so we have our account ready. So it didn't need to create a listener for me. It didn't need to create the event, so it created account ready. All right, and for the account ready, the things that so far I'm saying I think we need our the name, email, and the token. Oh, and I'm already passing it to workspace. Nope, I don't need that. Actually, just to make my life a lot easier, instead of trying to pass in, I should just pass in the entire user. I should just pass in the user and the workspace. It really doesn't matter. So I can just say admin and workspace. All right, so boom, got those things there. Good. Now we go over here. I'm in the wrong one. User. Workspace. All right, so what am I going to do with this data now that I got it here? I might actually not even need to do jack with it. I might just pass it on, but let's see. All right, send workspace create. All right. Oh, oops, I got to array those things. That was the right, now that gets passed down to the listener, and this is the listener. Send workspace created email. That's this guy right here. But this is now going to and mail. How do I do mail? Now I gotta remember that. If I remember correctly, it should be, well, this is the welcome account email. So I think I should just be able to set. I've already got this thing set up, so it's already taking the user and the workspace, the whole thing. All right. Handle. Oh, this one should. This should definitely queue because I don't want to do email. Oops. And this should be email. Oop. Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine. Use workspace. All right, cool. All right, so I have to do a quick email for that. Oh, I can't write. That was the other thing. All right, so I'm not going to do an email at this moment in time, but basically now this should be, I should have all of the information in here. So I'm going to do the email offline, which will basically just be, give me the token, give me, like, it'll give you all the information. So that way you can click the link, it'll take you to the right slug, which I should have. User ID, yep, workspace ID. So I have all the information I need to actually now go to the link, or go and create an email that has the correct URL structure with the token, click on that token, and then go to the correct page. And then we have to just make the page. So that'll be Thursday's work, I think, because I'm not going to be, I doubt I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. So Thursday we will get the token space kind of working correctly and the ability to create your password the first time, and then that'll be it. So thank you everybody for watching. Sorry for the crazy technical difficulties of this before. It was just I got to get this stuff kind of straightened out, but I think I'm in a good spot now that I got the right setup. But thanks everyone. Bye.